Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you. Let's clear it around. Thank you guys here for tuning into you. Losing my voice a little wee bit. Okay, we just moved through the Cancer reading. We got a sip of water. And wow. Lots here that we're moving through for you, Aquarius. And welcome to your reading. This is February 2021, and it's very exciting. I was just meditating on your energy. We're here in your season, actually. Let's clear it again and ground on my mind. I'm hearing Leo. Now, Taurus, I'm hearing as well, very strongly here. Aquarius, I, again, was meditating on energy, and I'm seeing that there is something, wow, I'm hearing you're very fierce here. You're very much fierce here in this month here, Aquarius. And you do have the sun in your sign, and so it's lighting up your sun if you're a sun sign Aquarius. And whatever other planet, let's say you have an Aquarius, it will be lighting up that part of your chart and bringing attention to it. But more on astrology. Maybe later in another video. We're here for you, Aquarius. We'll be reading on the cards and pulling here. We'll be channeling as well, so keep that in mind. Just Judgment in reverse, Moon upright. We're going to be pulling cards as well for each of the days. Okay, I said I'd be taking a sip, so might as well do it. Yeah, so why don't I do it already? For a number of you, Aquarius, I was meditating on your energy as well. Before I turn the camera on, I'm seeing the number 7 here. Let's clear it around. There's something where you're like, let's get the show on the road, baby. Like, I'm ready for this. Like, it's my time. I'm hearing it's my turn. I cannot turn around here at this point. I'm hearing from my talk. Wow. And you're very much pumped up about something, Aquarius. I'm seeing in this way for you. It's something that you know, you're almost thinking, I don't want to get like, swept away with this energy, but freaking, where's the fan? You got the Emperor and the Empress right next to one another? Okay. Yeah, in that second week, at the tail end of it. But let's continue. And if I'm moving quickly, if you feel like I'm kind of, energy's moving quickly, you can slow it down. I'm channeling, so the energy is moving, and I'm channeling it to you. Take it as you will. And you can watch, I'm hearing Reese Witherspoon. I don't know what that's linked to. Okay, shout out. Shout out moment? Is that a shout out moment? I'm seeing someone, like, even has an earpiece in their ear. They're like, oh, is that really what we're saying? Okay, I don't know. Just making sure. Okay. 7 of Cups wants to turn right side up. It was going to kind of turn itself in, I'm hearing as well, and then it turned right side up. So I don't know what that was going to do. Okay. That is actually in the last week. Cancer, I'm hearing so strongly. I'm hearing has the envelope. Are you ready to hand it off to them? We're talking about the letter there, Aquarius, right? Okay, Justice here, upright in the 3rd week in the very center of your spread. I'm hearing your story, and that's all you need, right? Okay. For a number of you, I'm seeing you're giving a speech. For a number of you, Aquarius, like, let's clear it. There's something like you're going to own this. Woof. Like, you're not questioning something anymore. We'll say it like that. You're very confident here. Maybe something you've been reciting, we'll say it like that. The star, no concern whatsoever. Actually, it's almost like creepy. It's like creepy how confident you are. I'm hearing Capricorn. I'm hearing like you are like so on it. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe that's what people are observing. It's clear and ground. Someone is nervous, though. They're like, I don't know, like, I'm hearing, how do I rip the blanket off? I'm hearing, they look like they're sleeping. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that's like to. Now, Aquarius, let's continue. And love and light here to everyone. You lead in with the 8 of Cups in the 2nd week. Aquarius, there's something that, like, you're possibly a little concerned about, and this could be related to your reputation. I'm hearing that in the 2nd week. Feelings and pressure of the heart chakra. 2 of Cups sitting out, Mother of Cups sitting out. Like, for a number of you, someone is possibly, like, thinking, they're like, is this like appropriate, like what I'm, and so they're wondering, like, should I invite them over? I'm hearing that the Hangman in reverse, Mother of Swords in reverse. This could be something that someone is wanting to even like, well, maybe this is something from the past that they're wanting to re-represent. It's like, yeah, I feel like she's not going to get my picture here. Maybe someone's even thinking of like reconnecting with someone, but it's like awkward. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I don't know if it's appropriate. I'm hearing that again. Someone is concerned that somebody doesn't find them, like, approachable for whatever reason. Now, Aquarius, for a number of you, there is something that possibly, like, you've been, like, researching. Now, whatever this is, it's going to be brought out. I'm hearing that, like, it will be exposed. So whatever is sort of, like, if somebody's stalking someone, like, the stalker will be known and the stalker will be exposed. We'll say it in that way. Yeah, Strength in reverse. Interesting. Let's clear it. This could be somebody also turning themselves in, kind of, like, well, yeah, ooh. Okay, 3 of Swords leading into the Strength card in reverse. Like, okay, so yeah, any lies, any slander, anything that someone was, like, talking smack about, that will be, like, in the PowerPoint presentation. We'll say it that way. Okay, like, and don't worry, they're not going to miss, like, any of the little emojis that they added on to the end of that. 8 of Wands in reverse, Father Wands in reverse. Like, it will be completely broadcasted. I'm hearing Barack Obama so strongly here. I don't know. Let's clear it. Yeah, it will be broadcasted. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Wands upright. Now, I'm seeing, like, a plane flying by here. High Priestess upright, sitting over the Father of Pentacles. Now, for a number of you, remember this energy can sort of lead in from the tail end of February, the tail end of January, and, you know, so on and so forth. So take it as you will. It's kind of like a wave. It moves sort of in slow motion, and it sort of moves out. So wherever you find that you resonate with the energy, Ten of Swords in reverse. For a number of you, someone feels like something's inappropriate for whatever reason. For a number, I hate to say this, but someone's thinking of doing something behind someone's back. Yeah, no. 3 of Cups upright, Father of Cups in reverse. This came through in the Cancer reading. Feel free to check it out. It's not tolerated. So something is going to be made very clear. Like, if that's your intention, like, you need to release whatever you were thinking, like, was okay with that. Like, maybe this is someone even, like, culturally, like, kind of correcting someone's behavior, like, in our culture, that's totally inappropriate. So if you want to call someone, like, by that name, like, just don't call them at all, because it's not a good look. 6 of Cups and the 9 of Wands, like, that's not me talking, but maybe that's what someone is, like, making clear to someone. Yeah, no. And it will be completely, I'm hearing, redefined. Like, someone's gonna be like, oh god, like, I realize, like, what I've done sort of energy. Now, for a number of you, possibly, there is something embarrassing, yeah, with a High Priestess in the first week of February. It's like, oh god, like, so she thinks I'm like a snow globe, like, she thinks I'm a joke. I'm hearing that as well. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, Lovers in reverse, and the 6 of Swords upright. Between the two, it's like, oh, yeah. So, no, it's just like, why would you even think of, like, yeah, it's like, why talk about someone behind their back? Like, you don't think they'll feel the knife? Like, gosh, like, backstabber? Like, give me a break. Like, hence the word, like, let's clear it. Maybe someone here, let's clear it. They got called out, and someone picked up on the energy here as well of someone talking behind their back. Let's go. This has been coming through for a few signs now, so I don't know what that's going to do, but whatever it is, this is possibly for years now. We're talking years. It's not just, like, days, or even months or weeks even. This is years, and it's now being brought out. We do have Mercury retrograde, so, you know, during the, yeah, so we got Mercury, so things are coming out, and they're going to be corrected, okay? I'm hearing it this way. AKA people's behavior. So the shadow side of Mercury, where people are like, you know, they're talking, they're social, but they're talking shit, and they're not being nice. I'm hearing that as well. That will be brought out in a very, very, very obvious way. And possibly to a spiritual union, okay? I'm hearing the committee, actually. Justice, I'm hearing Justice. 6 of Cups, yeah. This is a spiritual sort of committee. I'm hearing it this way, and it's something that you cannot, like, stalk as well and, like, try to figure out. This is, like, on another level. This is another story we're talking about entirely. It's not like, oh my god, like, but then she said this, and it's like we saw everything, like, on another plane. Like, don't even, like, start Temperance here. It's like we saw it on camera. It's like, let's clear it. So something is silly, something is maybe a little ridiculous, something is funny, like, someone leads in with a lot of confidence. I'm hearing that as well, and then they start coughing, like, halfway through the hump. I'm hearing on the camel's back. I don't know what that's alluding to. I mean, that they were trying to make out to be easy. Now, for a number of you, let's say it in this way, something also becomes obvious. Maybe someone was lying on the resume. They're like, yeah, I don't smoke. I don't know what that was alluding to. And then it's like, something becomes obvious. I'm even seeing people climbing up a mountain, and, like, someone's, like, trying to climb it with, like, all ease, and it's like, maybe they're trying to make an impression on a number of people. It's like, yeah, we don't, like, fall for that. I'm hearing that chair in reverse, 3 of Cups. I don't know what that was going to do. No judgment, but it's just a dishonest energy, right? So Ace of Pentacles leading in the second week and the third week, it's like, we're starting to talk about the truth now, thank God. I mean, this is why Father Wands are right. Like, someone's behavior is, like, shifting, it's turning around. Father Wands looking in the future with the Justice card. Something has totally, like, shifted, and it is a dynamic, it is an energy. Somebody has definitely worked with energy as well, and they've meditated, they've prayed, they're I'm hearing they have a few followers. I'm hearing that as well. It's the type situation as you feel that it might be relevant, or may resonate. But for a number of you, this is someone who is also guided. I'm hearing that, and so they have guides that are involved in this conversation on Earth. It's like, it's not just like, oh wow, they're just a human, and, like, I'm just gonna, like, be like, who's that, and, like, pretend not to know them. I'm hearing that as well. It's like they are followed by a number of people. I'm hearing an agency. Interesting. I'm hearing AD with the High Priestess and the Father of Wands. I don't know what that's going to do. Yeah, so it's like they've got, like, yeah. And so by way of that, they are trained as well. I'm hearing to pick people out of the party at a crowd. Interesting. So they might actually be, it's like somebody's like undercover here with the high priestess. Like, you think that they're just a human, they're not just a human. Okay, they know that you're having a hard time. I'm hearing that as well. Like, looking at them in the eyes. Interesting. They could be a seer. I'm hearing that as well. They could be someone who is also, I'm hearing mirroring. They're kind of like, they're kind of quirky and eccentric. They're very introverted. I'm hearing for a number of you possibly from time to time. And so people feel like, I don't want to say they downplay them, right? They think that they're kind of like, some people, they think they're like smarter than them, or they think like, oh, they're like naive or whatever. Let's clear it. Oh, there's swords leading out right there. I was like, oh, you don't know who they have. I'm hearing silently aiding them. I'm hearing upon their shoulder. I'm hearing you have got to be. I'm hearing someone that they knew in a past life that got on their bad side. Let's just say it like that. Because if in this lifetime you got so much beef with them suddenly and you don't even really have any business in their life like that, there's something more to it. I'm hearing that it cannot just be like, you know, that like you see them like as kind of stupid. Let's clear it. It's actually that I'm hearing you kind of saw them as, I'm hearing something more than in the last life, and like they did not love you back like that for whatever reason. I don't know what that was, not me talking, but take it as you will. And it's like, now you're like kind of bitter. Let's clear it. 6 of Cups upright. Like, no, well, now it's like you're kind of like, wait, but like I think you're like kind of stupid. It's like, what? Okay, no. If you have enough nerve to talk, I'm hearing salty trash. I'm hearing this way about someone. You definitely have a few belongings that you feel you own with that person. Let's not get it twisted. If you talk shit about someone, you're like, I don't care about them. Keep pushing the baby carriage, okay? So the baby's gotta grow up. Like, you gotta learn your lessons. I'm hearing as well about how love works. I'm hearing this way, like someone's like it's a matter of maturity. I'm hearing this as well, maybe spiritually. Somebody, it just feels like, why treat someone, let's say in this way, Aquarius. I'm hearing Capricorn here very strong. It's like, why treat someone who you want to share love with in an unloving way? You know, have you learned to accept that paradigm of love with yourself first? If you haven't, then it's like, how can you offer that to someone else? So it's not that you do not love that person. It's not that you cannot offer them love. Okay, it's that, you know, where is it that you're lost in that connection with you, or where you're looking for that love in yourself with yourself? So it's like, where are you looking for that love? So for a number of you, yeah, like on your own. So someone was making fun of someone for the religion. I'm hearing that as well. And I'm seeing the number 6 here, and that is not nice. I'm hearing it like this. No. I'm seeing doves flying. Like, and don't worry, they will know what they've done. I'm hearing, but it might be a little too late with the 3 of Swords and of Swords. Like, somebody makes their persona known in some way. Like, okay, I'm hearing the letter G. Like, oh, she thinks she's like a good actress. Let's clear it. Strength in reverse, when the Swords in reverse. So someone was talking shit, obviously, about somebody. And so I'm hearing, yeah, and so it's like somebody else found out about that. Oh, no question, but like, duh. It's like funny. It's like, you thought we wouldn't overhear your convo? I'm hearing that as well. Like, it's embarrassing. No, this is no, like, somebody was, like, even drunk, maybe, let's clear it. Somebody's like, yeah, no, like, they literally, like, they saw us, like, saying that stuff. I'm hearing that, like, these are 2 people who, like, they got caught red-handed sort of vibe, and it's, like, this, like, oh my god, like, is, like, 2 mice, like, I'm hearing in the middle of the film, but like without like lead roles. Like, they're like mice that are like running, they're like running on stage, and it's like obvious. It's like that thing in the movie that throws the scene off, where it's like, where you can tell it was like a movie. How do you say it? Like, it's a thing that happens in the movie. It's like in a scene where something happens out of place. It's like not meant to happen, kind of, and it's like, then it's like you can tell it was like filmed, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see the backdrop of like the frame or something, you know? It's like something like that. It's like, oh, oops, like sort of underneath. It's like what should be a blooper moment, but like they kept it in the movie, and I was like, okay, I could tell like they filmed that scene like on the end of the ship. Let's clear it. It's like, yeah, so it's like something just kind of like toilet paper rolling from the end of your shoe kind of vibe. Like, yeah, but like with what you were talking about, honey, I'm here like in this way, like, because we can definitely also talk back about it, but we just choose not to. And so that is on a vibrational level. I'm hearing it in this way for nobody. Like, I'm not going to talk about you about that. I'm going to just talk to the universe about that, and then the universe will treat you. I'm hearing like that back. And it's called karma. It's not something that you will understand exactly. Let's clear it. Square in the eyes. Like, you're not going to find this as something that you like figure out or that you understand possibly in this lifetime. It might be something that you just need time to learn. And this, I'm not saying this to people who like, you're gonna learn, but it's like, this is more to the people who feel that they have been totally, I'm hearing, disrespected. This is to people who have felt that they have owned things and they've been made to feel like they do not deserve to own those things. I'm talking to those people right now. Let's clear the ground. And to those people, I'm hearing, don't worry, okay? Because this is something that will be dealt with, and it's not something that you need to get them so-called back for, okay? If you feel like, oh my God, and I'm not saying that you feel like you need to do that, but like, you know, it's just subdue, okay, even the memory. You're like, oh, like, I can't believe they did that. Like, let that go too, you know? Because like, there are all kinds of people, and we can't tell who to, you know, sort of remain in which classroom and ensure that they follow through with their lesson. At a certain point, everyone's a student. We all have to go on with our own story, right? It's like, I'm not going to halt my degree program because someone else is cheating on their test. So it's like, I'm going to, you know, observe the behavior. Okay. Like, I'm not going to pretend like that's not happening, but I'm going to, you know, commit to my own degree program. I'm hearing this again, and you're not going to throw me off. I'm hearing this way. Okay. Chariot upright. Like, there's a boundary here that's being readdressed, reinforced, and re-represented. For a number of, this is someone in their family. They're reading between the lines. They're reading it all out loud. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe they're even revealing something, and they're just setting the tone, and they're saying, hey, I don't talk about things like that. I don't think it's appropriate. I don't respect that behavior. I wouldn't want that done to me, so I'm not going to do it to another. And for a number, this is someone who, you know, who is observing something. They're standing up for someone. Let's clear it. They're like, and so by way of that, I'm hearing, you know, this is how I'm going to treat these people in my life. Like, we'll be high vibe, because that's not something that I find at all. I'm hearing high vibe. I'm hearing that's not higher power to me. You're not tapping in. Let's clear. It's not something you're happy to do to others. Interesting. Like, so why should I be happy to do it to you? Oh, so, well, let's like, or to be here. Interesting. So somebody maybe is dissociating with a certain group. They're like, they just didn't like the way that somebody was also, you know, talking to people. It's like, it's just like not appropriate. Like, I don't respect that. And it could be in terms of like, I don't want to even repeat those words. I'm hearing in this way. So, you know, why would I say that I'm associated with this group? Interesting. So it's like, maybe someone sees like, this is not my role model sort of energy. And so, you know, it's just not inspiring or empowering, with the chariot here leading in. Now, at a certain point, let's clear. Yeah, it's even for my family, I'm hearing that. Like, somebody doesn't want someone else exposed to a certain energy. They're like, yeah, I know. And this could be their family. They're like, they don't need to be exposed to that. So they're like covering the eyes of maybe their child here. I'm hearing that as well. And it could be metaphorically. It's like, you don't need to be exposed to this. Like, it's just not healthy. I'm hearing that as well. Nine of Wands here mirroring the chariot. And so for a number of this is someone who's protecting someone emotionally. It's not like, oh, should they be exposed to that it would be negative, but, and what is negative, what is positive, really what is neutral. But for a number of you, it's like, I just do not resonate with that. So why would I allow another to be open to it and to experience it? So for a number of you, yeah, it's even somebody who's choosing to remain silent over like trying to get like things, you know, all squared out and squared away with someone. It's like, I don't need to, it's not an eye for an eye, you know, kind of energy here that someone is sort of at least feeling. Now, for a number of you, there's a really important lesson here, okay, with the Mother of Pentacles in reverse. And it's something that maybe we feel we need to remind even ourselves of. It's like, you know, don't take the actions of others like seriously as personally to you. And that's really important here, Aquarius. Or for those of you who are possibly working with someone who just has like this behavior that's just like really, really like rude and like not all right. You know, it's really important to like remember who you are in that space. I'm hearing that as well. And remember that the behavior of others doesn't have to, you know, neither, like, how do we say that? It's like, it's not in a position of like either becoming yours or not becoming yours. It's like, it's a neutral space, right? The behavior of others is not necessarily something that you need to do something about. Although I would say this, and this came to the Libra reading for Uranus retrograde, it is something that possibly you feel you do want to do something about, but you do not want to address personally, like directly. It's not your business. I'm hearing as you feel it. As you feel it, you're like, this is not my business to do something about. I'm hearing that way. Let's clear it, possibly. And that's not me talking, okay? but you might be feeling that way. It's like, I don't want to handle this. Like, personally, it's just not something that I need to handle, okay? It's like, yet again, now, yeah, this is something that they need to stop doing, and they need to figure out on their own with the Sun and the Father of Pentacles. However, it's like, it doesn't mean that you won't be taking action. It's like, I'm going to stop talking to them. I'm not going to tell them necessarily, like, what they need to do, okay, right or wrong, but, like, I'm not going to award that behavior. I'm not going to award that behavior. So with the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Swords upright, for a number of you, like, someone just doesn't even see what's wrong with their behavior, and maybe that's part of it. It's like, okay, so I'm hearing religious. I'm not going to, like, try and, like, figure it out for you. I'm hearing that Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands, like, if you don't get it, like, I need to just get on my way now. Okay, Lovers in reverse, Nine of Cups. This is just something where maybe even somebody was like a teacher to you, and it's like, at a certain point, you just didn't agree with what they were teaching, and it's like, how can I say, like, that they're my teacher if I don't even, like, really appreciate what they're talking about, like, at a certain point? And, you know, for a number of this is you wanting to find a mantra space that you do feel is empowering, that you do feel you can resonate with, that you do feel is something that you can be proud of, that you can carry into the long term. For a number of you, this is related to children. It's like, I want them to have a positive role model with the Emperor upright. And so, and I don't know what this is alluding to. This is a general reading. I'm just channeling what's coming through. So take it as you will. If you're getting triggered by this, maybe ask yourself why, you know, what is this reading, you know, why are you watching this reading? Like, what does it represent to you? But with the Nine of Cups upright, for a number of you, this is something that you're reminding yourself of. You're like, I don't need to be defined by the actions of others. Thank you for tuning in, love and light to you. Thank you for tuning into you. We'll get into the extended view, the link in the bio box below. And for a number, yeah, I'm hearing as well, like, the actions of others tell a lot about where they, how they talk to themselves. I'm hearing, first of all, and, you know, how it is that they've been taught. I'm hearing it as well in this way, you know, and how it is that they treat themselves ultimately. How it is that also, though, they treat others. So it's not only you. Like, chances are, let's say in this way, like, if someone is treating you badly, they're probably treating others badly as well. And, you know, take it as you will. That could be taken in a number of ways. You know, not to, you know, take it as you will. Like, someone could say, oh, they're treating me badly, but, like, that can be also behavior for a reason. Take it as you will, and badly can... So I'm not saying, like, what people say as, like, oh, anybody who says, oh, they're treating me badly, let's clear it. But it can be in the way of, like, if you feel like, you know, somebody is treating you badly, if you really truly feel that way, and it's not something where you're just saying, oh, but they're treating me badly, you know? Take it as you will. I don't know what those allude to. That could be what someone's saying. Maybe someone's even explaining, whatever it is. But, you know, you can rest assured. Again, I'm talking to people who feel like they've been disrespected, truly, and they're distraught by that. That's who I'm talking to. You can rest assured it's not something personal to you, right? Okay, even as hard as, like, oh my God, but, like, they literally, like, you know, I'm hearing they yeah, whatever it was, you know, it's like, they don't even, yeah, it's like, it's not what they're saying about you. It's what they're subconsciously sort of revealing about what they say about themselves, actually. It's what they see in themselves, you know, that, you know, because if somebody sees love, why would they, you know, disempower another in that space if they truly feel the essence of love and the vibration of love to that degree? They know how good that feels. They know the abundance of that message as well that they could spread to others. If they truly knew that and felt that, there's no way that they wouldn't share it and spread it, because love in its truest form, as I feel it and as I see it, it's clear on the ground, is so contagious. So if somebody truly feels love, they will spread it, and you can rest assured of that. Happy people want to make people feel happy. Okay, so, you know, and that's same with the phrase of hurt people. So, you know, if you find someone who is hurting you, they are hurt inside. That is the case. So for a number of you, you know, it is some conversation that, though, they need to have with themselves, and it's like, you cannot make them happy, right? You know, so take it as you will. You don't want to be in a codependent, like, whereas, like, I made you happy and then we depend. I don't know what those do. Not to say that you cannot have a positive influence, but it's just something that you do not want. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, well, yeah, you just don't want to get involved. I'm hearing that as well. But the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and this is, you know, will be different possibly for everyone, but depending on your situation, right? But with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, some other Pentacles in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's something that, you know, you're starting to maybe, yeah, you see differently now. Okay, it's like, I don't need to feel hurt by someone. I don't, like, in other words, someone else's pain does not need to make me feel pain. I can empathize, I can sympathize, but I don't need to say that that's my story as well. I don't need, and this could be something historically. Let's clear it. It could be something in history. It could be, you know, I don't need to watch a movie and then feel like I'm totally drained by at the end of it. And you can call the movie your interaction with someone, right? It's like, and I have the right to have boundaries in any particular situation where I say, I don't want to also see this anymore. I'm hearing this, and this is for a number of you, perceptively, you're saying, I have boundaries with the experiences that I open myself to, and that could be on an energetic level. So for a number of you, let's clear it. There's also forms of, let's say, healthy entertainment and drama. There's a very big difference, right? So, you know, if you're also actively participating in a space where you know there are people who are like, you know, being hurt in the process, and it can be like even something that's being filmed. I don't know what that's going to do. It's like someone is just stepping away from that space. Like, it's just not like something that I'm proud of. I'm hearing that as well. And so I just want to be taken out of this clause. Like, I want to be, you know, I'm not involved in this contract. So for a number of you, it might be something professionally. Let's clear it and run. Let's clear it around again. So for a number, this is someone who you know, and I'm seeing that there is possibly the sensation of like, yeah, it's like somebody's even pulling their assets out of someone's pocket. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe they were like promoting someone or something, and like they just decide to like no longer work with somebody here. It's like, it's not like, I'm hearing innocent until proven guilty. Like someone was maybe acting, I don't know, whatever it is. It's like, but just at a certain point. Now, you know, again, let's go back to that concept of if somebody is acting, you know, rudely towards someone, it's not because, you know, they actually wrote that down. That's also really important. This is a message that spirit guides want to make very clear here. It's like if somebody is saying something about you, whatever it is, it's not that they're saying it about you. It's, you know, they may not actually even believe it. Okay. If somebody's circulating gossip, they half the time do not even actually believe that. So, you know, it's more of like a hobby or an activity rather than something that is actually personal to you. Does that mean that there is not karma associated with a space? You know, probably not. If somebody here is like treating you badly and whatever and whatnot, there is possibly some kind of history here. I'm hearing and faulty programming. I'm hearing this way. I don't know what that's linked to. That's not me talking to you as well, but it's like some kind of programming that is like, I'm hearing phallic in nature. Interesting. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing fallacy actually with the Lovers and the Nine of Cups. It's like something that is just like not accurate that needs to be proven. And that's part of this lesson in this lifetime, possibly for them as well. So it's something that they're learning. Take it as you will. Thank you again for tuning in. It's always a matter of perspective. Always take it as you will. Bye.